Friends, this is the story of a boy who falls in love with his school teacher. And how far does he go to win his teacher? Today, in this story, we depict a school teacher named Lana, who was a meritorious woman. She had a daughter named Rasha. In the school where Lana taught, there was a handsome boy named Benny who seemed to engage in mischievous acts. The boy also studied in Lana's class and kept looking only at her, as if he started to love Lana. Seeing this, Lana also becomes attracted to him. She doesn't understand how to deal with Benny because he was just a student to her. Sometimes, Benny would get so close to Lana that it became very difficult for Lana to control herself. Therefore, Lana was ready to do anything to avoid his attraction. She tries to stay as far away from him as possible. One day, Lana arrives at class in the morning and distributes test papers to all her students. And after giving them instructions, she asks them to write the paper. Then she notices that Benny isn't writing anything on the paper and is looking towards her. Lana ignores him and starts looking the other way. After class, she goes to pick up her daughter Rasha from school. Rasha complains to her, saying that school was very boring. On this, Lana starts laughing. Then she seats Rasha in the car, at which point she notices Benny. The person who was walking around his dock leaves after waiting a little to see Benny by doing a card flip. The next day, Lana's student Jeremy gives a presentation in class. Then Lana notices two girls who are laughing while watching a movie on their phones. Warning them, Lana tells them to put their phones in their bags. But those girls do not listen. So Lana takes their phones from them and says that she will return their phones after class. At this, a girl named Valerie calls Lana and calls her a dirty witch. Hearing this, the other students in the class start laughing. Lana tells the girl that she will report her to the school authorities while Lana was drinking tea during break time. Then suddenly, her eyes fall on Benny, who was bothering Valerie. Benny takes all of Valerie's stuff from her bag and throws it away. He not only kicks, but also damages her bicycle. After the incident, Lana speaks with another teacher in the staff room. She talks to her about Benny. She tells her what she thinks about Benny and how Benny reacts. She wanted to get the teacher's opinion about Benny. She wanted to get her opinion, but the teacher becomes confused and doesn't know what advice to give. So Lana tells her that she doesn't need to worry. The next day after class, Lana tells Benny that she wants to talk to him about something. She takes him to an empty classroom and asks him to sit. Then, after checking on her, she asks him if he is enjoying school or not, but Benny does not respond to any of her questions. And Lana asks him what she wants, that she is worried about him, and also says that she shouldn't have treated the girl from her class badly. Then, while explaining, she placed her hand on his knee and said he should let her know if he needed help, but Benny smiled. She withdraws her hand now, Benny says. She doesn't think that she really wants to help me. Lana says that she is worried about his future because he failed the last test. After listening to Lana, Benny starts to laugh and says that this is a place for pointless talk. She should honestly tell him what she wants from him. If Lana can't think of any answer, she makes an excuse to leave the meeting, but before leaving, she tells Benny to consider whatever she was saying. The next morning after running, she goes to a lake to catch her breath. The scene shifts, and after class, she sees Benny's backpack on the ground. She looks around to see if anyone is watching, then takes his sweater out of Benny's backpack and breathes on it. Then, hearing the door open, she goes into the washroom and leans down to drink water from the tap. As soon as she stands up, seeing Benny in front of her, she becomes nervous. Benny grabs her sister's hand, and she removes her hand. Benny smiles, places her hand, and steps forward to hold her neck. She becomes lost among her sisters, but swiftly regains composure and halts him. And she says that all this should not happen between them again, and threatens that she can get him expelled from school. She tells Benny that he is playing with fire, and as soon as she dies to leave, Benny leaves saying that he wants to do all this, but Lana says that she cannot love any of her students. The next day in the school hallway, Benny tells Lana that he wants to meet her after class, but she refuses to meet him. While talking, they walk towards the stairs. Lana says that whatever happened between them, she is ashamed of. She tells Benny to remove her from his thoughts. Saying this, she leaves and goes to the parking lot, where she sees that the side mirror of his car was broken and there were scratches on his car. Then she sits in the car and goes to his school to take revenge. While sitting there, she gets bored as the scene shifts, and we see Lana gardening at her home. Her husband, Ward, asks her how. Her car got damaged, so she says that it collided with a limo's. Ward asks her how such scratches could happen from a limo. She sometimes says it, tells Lana her tea is cold, and leaves. The next day, Lana is in class, telling her students to write a letter for an internship. She asks if anyone has any questions, and Benny raises his hand to ask if she wants to quit her job at school, because he had seen her go to the headmistress. Hearing this, the whole class starts laughing. Tablana says that she will report Benny to the headmistress. In response, Benny says that Lana likes to slap the headmistress on the forehead. Hearing this, Lana gets angry and picks him up by the back and throws him out of the classroom. And she tells him that either he leaves the class or she herself will leave. Meanwhile, a boy picks up a duster and throws it at the board, which Lana avoids by stepping aside. Seeing this, Lana leaves the class and students cheer. Next day, while teaching Rasha at home, her phone rings repeatedly. Lana answers a silent call. Next day, she sees Bonnie sitting alone early in class. She becomes scared and goes to the school receptionist, saying that she isn't feeling well. After that, she goes home. While making dinner at night, Ward asks her about her day. She lies, saying that she spent the entire day teaching at school and was also checking her students' exam papers. After dropping Rosha at school the next day, she skips work and sits by a riverbank eating an apple. Then she goes to the museum and continues to look at paintings for a while. Suddenly, she notices Bonnie. Seeing her there, she becomes nervous and tries to leave quickly, but in the elevator, she meets Bonnie. Bonnie tells Lana that he was missing her, which is why he wanted to go to school. Then he moves forward to touch her bosom. Lana, also losing control, tries to kiss him twice, but Bonnie stops her and starts running his fingers over her body. Lana keeps having bad dreams tonight that her family has drifted away, and she wakes up frightened. The next day, she quietly enters the administrator's office, steals the exam paper, and brings it when students go to the cafeteria for lunch. She puts the papers in Benny's coat to frame him. The next day, Lana sees him talking with another teacher in the break room. That some security guards were catching Benny and taking him somewhere. Friends, before we proceed, we request that if you like our videos, so you continue getting such amazing videos. Now, Benny is expelled from school on charges of stealing the exam paper. After she leaves, Lana starts missing him and remembers the moments spent with him. One day, Lana and Asha go to a bookstore. She set out to buy something special for her friend Kim, but when they arrived at the store, Rasha started trying to obtain a handmade animal. Lana refuses her. Soon after, Rasha disappears. Lana searches for her, spending 45 minutes without finding. So Lana asks the security guards to show the CCTV footage. In the footage, she sees that Benny was following them. Then she panics upon seeing Rasha leave the store. But just then, she receives a WhatsApp call that Rasha is at home with her. Hearing this, Lana becomes happy and apologizes to the security guards before going home. That night, when her family is asleep, she keeps hearing knocking on her door repeatedly. Her misconception was that by going outside and screaming, she could calm the residents. Then she would lock the door and imagine. She had been getting intimate with Benny all night long, but in the morning, Watt's unexpected arrival shattered her cherished dream. Vod and Lana argue with each other, and afterward, Lana drives her car to Benny's house. She parks her car a little away and waits for Benny. When he appears on a scooter, Lana follows him. While chasing him, she reaches a deserted area and speeds up her car there. She rammed Benny's scooter with her car, making him fall off. Then she parks her car and exits after a short while, showing that she was willing to go to any length she deemed necessary to get rid of Benny, even considering taking his life. And that is where the movie ends.